Noise campaign them right back. If they disturb your peace, get loud and counteract their attack. When you're trying to get a peaceful moment to yourself and you're not disturbing anyone, not disturbing the peace, and you're having a sacred moment to yourself, and you get the inkling that you have some people who are just monitoring your spirit, gang stalking you, and trying to ruin your moment to yourself because it's just too much joy for one person to have. It's too much pleasure for one person to have, to be able to sit and enjoy themselves, to not be disturbed, to not be bothered, to really look like they're having a good time. For some people who don't know how to love themselves, don't know how to enjoy themselves, all right, don't know how to make the best of the moments that they have by themselves, what they'll do is they'll try to destroy the moment that they see you having to yourself and by yourself. All right, it's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to enjoy your own company. There's no law against enjoying your own company. There's no law against having some fun out in the sun or the overcast and just you. All right, there's nothing against that. There's no law against that. All right. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people don't know how to enjoy themselves in the presence of their own company. So when they see another person doing that, they either have to distract you or get you angry or get you upset or try to get your focus on them. It's like they can't stand to see you have a good time, or they can't stand to see you by yourself, or they can't stand to see you just chilling. You know, and I know that's like the bottom line. I know that's like the last, you know, the last thing that somebody would probably want to see you doing, in all honesty. All right, maybe some people either have no chill or they just can't. All right, and I get it, but I don't get it because I would always create a way for me to go be able to enjoy myself. So for the people that either don't know how to do that or don't choose to do that, that's like a personal thing. If you're unhappy, then you need to figure out why. But another thing is when they do a noise campaign, it's because they either see you are enjoying yourself some kind of way, or you're displaying a level of happiness that they can't obtain. And there are people that just aren't happy. There are people who aren't going to want to see you happy. Not everybody is able to embody a spirit that enjoys the happiness of other people. All right, so some people are just always going to be moany and groany and angry and upset and mad. That's just the way some people are. Some people are always going to have to mess with somebody or destroy somebody's peace. All right, they see you having a good time. You could even be with somebody else. You don't necessarily have to be by yourself for this to happen. All right. When you have people who make noise campaigns, it's because they see you enjoying a certain level of peace that is unobtainable for them. So they see you enjoying this level of peace. They see you having a good time by yourself, with yourself, or with whoever you're with, and they want to break that up. They want to cause some monotony. They want to be the monotony. All right, they don't want it to exist. They wish it didn't exist. They can't have it, so neither can you, type thing. So once they begin to make their noise, you already know that they're targeting you. Their eyes are on you. It's not that they're doing this just to enjoy themselves. They're doing this so they can be heard. All right, they're doing this so they can get your attention. They're not just doing this because they're having a conversation. They're not just doing what they're doing just to do it. It's a reason behind it. It's a purpose behind it. it's something that they're doing to achieve a goal or to meet a result. And that result that they're trying to achieve and meet is to disturb your peace, because you have a level that they can't get to. All right, they can't grasp the concept of a peaceful mind. They can't. All right, they have too much chaos, too much hate, too much negativity. All right, too much jealousy, things that they aren't doing to improve their mind or make their life better in any kind of way. So as soon as they see a person be able to just have that moment of peace, have that moment of recollection, have that moment of relaxation, have that moment where they can get their thoughts together. All right, maybe you look smart, maybe you look intelligent, maybe they can get the vibe from you that you over there creating something, thinking of something, working on something, putting some ideas, some thoughts together. Or you're just trying to have a moment to yourself. You're trying to get sacred, trying to get spiritual, trying to ground yourself. All right, trying to find those thoughts. All right, but if you have people like that around, what they'll try to do is get in the way of that. All right, by making some noise. All right, being a pestilence, trying to annoy you or bother you, or make it so that that moment is taken from you. All right, and usually if that's what they're up to, it's something that's making them do that. Usually some opposing forces out there. But one thing that you can do, all right, one thing that I just found out is that you can make noise back. If they can have if they can have fun doing it, then you can too. And the thing is, sometimes the noise, if not all the time, the noise you make will make them just leave or go away. All right, that's what I found out. I found out that you can make some noise, make people feel uncomfortable. All right, and it's usually you'll recognize it because it's not just somebody having a conversation. It's not somebody just listening to music. It's not somebody just singing a song. It's somebody doing something, either an earshot or either around you some type of way to get your attention off of yourself. It's to disturb your peace. All right, it's so that you don't have peace. It's so that that moment that you're having to yourself gets snatched away. All right, so what you can do is to hurry them up and to make them leave and to make them go away, is that you can make some noise right back. You can make some type of banging or song, or just say some old crazy stuff right back. Because like if people want a show, then put one on for them. All right, if they're watching you, if they're looking at you, if they're making noise around you trying to get your attention, give them some attention. Let them know you see them, and let them know you want them to see you. All right, because man, you can do some things that'll make some people just go away. They're disturbing your peace. Do something to make them feel uncomfortable. All right, you might have to trial and error. You might have to experiment. You might have to do some things, but you can do some things that'll make them just go away. All right, you could do some things that'll make them go away. All right, so when people come around and you sitting there having a moment to yourself, they get to talking, they get to making some noise, right? I mean, they get to making some noise. Really what you can do is you can make some noise back. All right, but you choose those instances wisely. All right, you hear some kids enjoying themselves, having some fun. That's not what you do, unless you see the parents nearby and the parents just sick them on you. All right, possibly it's a situation similar to the one that we're encountering right now, but still, because it's children, it is what it is when it's kids. But when it's two full-blown adults and they go just being a ratchet full-blown adult, I see you doing something. I'm going to do something near you because I see you doing it, similar to right now. But it's if you have parents that teach their kids to behave in a way that's inappropriate or ratchet, shame on you, parents. All right, shame on you. It's best to not get involved with anybody and their kids, to leave them situations alone. But if they're up close and personal and they're just letting their children run amok, then you have all the right to handle that and say what you need to say. Because I'll be damned if I let somebody's kids like 3 feet in front of me just be loud as hell and try to interrupt what the hell I'm doing. No. All right, but if you just you just being a kid and you over there kidding, hey, I have no issue with that. Kid, everybody's going to be who they are. But when you have full-blown adults in earshot and eyesight, standing over like less than 10 feet away, giving you the evil eye, side eye, every kind of eye, just looking at you, just being loud, just to be loud, that's an issue. That's an issue. That is especially if you're not even doing anything. I can see if you're doing something like this and the person just wants to be weird and they're trying to have their little moment or interrupt what you're doing. But if you're not doing anything and you're just being peaceful and you're just sitting there and you have 2 people come over and just get loud for no reason, that's an attack. That's an attack. It's like, what the heck are y'all up to? What are y'all even doing? This is a place where you're supposed to keep it moving, keep walking, enjoy yourself. This isn't a place where you're supposed to stop, stand, look, and watch. This ain't all that. Like, what this is not all that. You're not supposed to stop, look, and watch at people. Life is life. It's not all that. They treat life like it's an episode of all that. Stop, look, and watch. That's how TIs get treated. Stop, look, and watch. Like, it's really not that serious. You're just a person enjoying yourself, doing the same thing as everybody else. That's all. That's the only thing you're doing. As if you know how to do anything different. Like, what else would you be doing? What else would you be doing? You're not doing anything different. But you get singled out. People get nosy. People get all up in your business. And once they either see a light shine, a gift, they see you or hear you or get the gist that you're doing something magnificent or something that allures them in or lures them in, then it's an open season. That's what they think. You let them know it's not, but yeah, they'll think it's open season. And people will do what you accept. So the more you accept, the more you'll regret. All right, you want to live a life with no regrets, so don't accept BS from people. All right, it's uncomfortable. You may not feel comfortable. All right, but fight through whatever fear or negative feeling may present itself and stand up for yourself. All right, don't let people hit you with noise or do weird things around you that other people or themselves wouldn't even accept. Like, imagine if you walked up to somebody and did something that they were doing to you. They'd look at you strange or tell you to get up out of here. So there's nothing wrong with you doing the same thing. Seriously. All right, you're not doing anything wrong. Tell these people to get the hell away from you. All right, tell these people to keep it moving. You're not doing nothing wrong. You may feel like it, but guess what? What you feel is not real. So you got to put that to the side, all right? You only get one life. You only have a certain amount of time. You'll never get that time back. If you're not bothering anybody and ruining somebody else's day, don't let them bother you or ruin your day. I don't care what it is or how weird it is. Or if it's something that you don't even understand. If you don't understand it, that's even better. Still tell them to get the hell away from you. Because that's not right. You don't go near people and do weird stuff and think you can get away with it. You don't do that to people. You're not doing that to anybody. Don't let nobody do that to you. You can't just go around people and do what the hell you want. That's where you got to draw the line right there. But with certain people, they're narcissistic. They view you as property. They feel that they can do whatever they want. You just have to let them know that they can't. The longer you wait, the more you let people do what they're not supposed to do or what you know is not right. That's the longer you have to deal with that stuff. The more you let people do what's not right, the more you're going to have to deal with stuff you shouldn't be dealing with in the first place. But if you don't say anything and if you don't do anything, people are just going to automatically peg you and target you as somebody that will accept that. And the more you accept that, the more people see you just let things happen and don't say anything or do anything. That's the more things that are going to happen to you. If you don't have a mind to accept it, then guess what? People are just going to have to deal with what they create. Not that you get yourself into any riffraff, but if somebody creates a situation for them to get told, then it's a situation for them to get told, and you have to, you just got to handle that. But noise campaigns, but the thing is, it's like you can do something back to make people leave. All right, somebody comes near you, make some noise, you make some noise right back. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I don't care if you can sing it all. You make some noise, start rapping some lyrics. You can even do some rock and roll if you want to. All right, just whatever you feel you need to do. Just get the people the heck away from you. All right, they're disturbing your peace. That's not right. They shouldn't be doing that. Become a fire alarm. Do something. Do something, say something. Don't just let people stand there and disturb your peace. That's all I'm saying. Whatever method is good or works for you, you work hard, all right? You deserve to be able to be outside or wherever you're at or doing whatever it is you're doing. You have a right, all right? You got rights too. You got a right to enjoy yourself. You got a right to do what you want to do. You got a right to live life. Don't let other people live their life. If they're living life and just a part of the life they want to live is being a total a-hole, maybe you got to be one back righteously, all right? Maybe you got to be one back righteously. People being an a-hole to you, maybe you got to be a righteous a-hole. You know what? In the land of a-holes, maybe you got to be a righteous a-hole. Because how else are people going to get the message? You're already turning the other cheek enough. If you're not hitting nobody, you already turning the other cheek enough. Don't just sit there and let people do anything to you. Don't let people just sit there and just make noise around you and think they can get away with it. If you walking past somebody's establishment, they get to making noise or whatever, that's something different. But the things you have control over, just make sure you take control of them. All right? Things people are doing they shouldn't be doing. People getting too close to you, trying to be inappropriate or interrupt your moment or make some noise so you hear them. Move them people along. That's all it is. Tell them to go over there, to move away from you. You got the right to do that. Otherwise, they're trying to start trouble with you or they're trying to cause a problem where there doesn't need to be one. People who do things like this, they're passive aggressive and they have an issue with you on sight. They have an issue with you immediately. But a lot of these people are cowards, so they do things in ways to where you might not be able to tell it's aimed at you. But once you become hip to the game that people play, you realize that this is a target on me. This is a target on my peace. This is a target on my well-being. This is a target on my mental state. You have to refuse to let these things happen. All right? Don't be people's doormat. Don't be society's doormat. All right? Don't be society's punching bag. They may view you that way, but screw that. If they think they're going to take a hit out on you, well, guess what? They're not going to take one out on you without them getting one back. They're not going to bother you without learning today. Because, the more you let go and the more you don't do anything about, the more you're going to feel, they make you feel bad about yourself because you may think that you're too good of a person to retaliate or say anything back. There's different ways to handle situations and there's different ways that you can retaliate. You don't just have to not do nothing at all. There's different ways to handle situations. Do you have to go from 0 to 100 real quick? No. But do you have to speak up for yourself and do something about the situation and say something? You most definitely have to. You really do. Because you gotta send a message out to people. When they're behaving to you like this, you gotta send a message out. Them, their little faggot ass listening devices, all that stuff. All that stuff. All right. It really is their own fault because you only get one life, and don't let them ruin yours because they're playing the game they want to play it. Don't let them ruin your life because they're playing the game that they want to play it. All right. If that's the way they want to play the game, let them play it that way. All right. Just focus on better things. Move these people along and get back to your life. Move these people along and get back to enjoying yourself. All right, you have, and here's the thing, right? There's no reason to be afraid because you have authority, and that authority is telling people where they need to go. That authority is feeling the fear, even if you're afraid. That authority is feeling that, recognizing that, acknowledging that, and still saying what you need to say. All right. Even if you feel afraid, even if you feel uncomfortable, say what you need to say to these people. All right. The more afraid you feel, they might even be shook. Like, I don't know what the hell this person's going to do. They shaking and whatnot, breathing heavy, whatever the hell it is. All right, get people away from you. Get people out of your space. People don't have the right to invade your space personally, with noise, pets, whatever the hell it is. People do not have the right to treat you a way that they want to and get away with it. They just don't. So let them know that they're in the wrong. Let them know that they're wrong. Make sure they know they're wrong, and make sure at least that individual knows to never to do that to you again. And anybody in the vicinity that may see that, make sure that, you know, they get the message too. All we want to do is be left alone here. All we want to do is not be bothered. What the heck is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be left alone. There's nothing wrong with wanting to not be bothered, especially if you're not bothering anybody and you're leaving everybody else alone. But people will see you by yourself. All right. You know, people will see you by yourself, or they'll have their preconceived idea about you because of this, that, and the other. And that's gonna get a lot of people into some trouble out here, man. Like thinking the wrong things, or just thinking whatever you want and thinking you can do whatever you want. That's what's gonna get people in a lot of trouble. I know that brother is good. I'm not sure what's up with his court case right now, but thinking you can do whatever you want to people, basically bully people, that makes people lose their life. You know, I know, you know, I wish that brother the best. You know, it's that knife trial that's going on right now. If I had my other phone, I'd look up his name. All right. Feel free to send a donation so that way we can get this other phone back popping, right? But because we're taking care of business over here. But that bullying people it's gonna make people lose their life. All right, people aren't playing in the 2025 and on forward. You bully people, you mess with people, you might mess around and die. All right, you bully somebody, you might mess around and lose your life. All right, people aren't taking it anymore. The world is moving in a different direction right now. The world is moving in a different place. You got demons coming out of people. You got people thinking that they can do whatever they want. You got people wanting to catch bodies. All right, you got bullies thinking that they can just do whatever they want. You got racist people thinking they can just do whatever they want. All right, you got people thinking they could just, I want to take a life, I could take one. Like, I mean, I could bully, if I want to bully somebody, I could bully them. You might lose your life. All right, you do the wrong thing to the right person, you might just find out. Leave people alone. That's why I'm always advocating on being peaceful, because, you know, peace could turn to war real quick. All right, all you got to do is just let people be. You never know what somebody's capable of. All right, anybody could be a killer if you push them to the wrong level, if you push them to the wrong point or space in their mind. This is why prayer is important. This is why meditation is important. This is why being peaceful is important. You don't want to throw your life away over some a-hole. All right, or you don't want to be the a-hole that gets your life taken away. You don't. Let people be. Leave people alone. You don't know who's rest to do what. You don't know who's ready to do what. You don't know who's about to do what. You don't know what could happen to you, and they don't know what could happen to them. Leave people the hell alone. All right? That is today's message. Leave people alone. You bully somebody, you just might get what you deserve. You back a cat into a corner, you might just get scratched. Shout out to Druuill Santana. He said you back an alley cat into a corner, you get scratched. And when people get scratched, oh, he was a good kid. Oh, people need to fight. Oh, people are afraid to get a black eye. You don't know what the hell somebody been through. Leave people the hell alone, because you might just lose your life. Seriously. You push somebody over the edge, what else can they do but fall? You push somebody over the edge, what else can they do but fall? All right? Use your mind, stay prayed up, put God first. Before you leave your house or your environment or your car or wherever you leave, ask God to protect you from these demons, because they out here. All right, we living in strange times where, people think they can do whatever they want. They got CERN popping. People are watching all types of different things. You got all types of different spirits popping through all types of portals through your technology and everything. You got people getting ready for all types of different stuff. You got people who don't like other people and they about to lose. Rome has fallen, so people are losing their damn mind. All right. Price is about to double and skyrocket and triple. I will prosper regardless of world conditions, and I will prosper regardless of my condition. All right. I will prosper. My prosperity is not dependent upon the world. All right. But still, stay prayed up out here, and stand up for yourself out here. Peace.